Okay, good morning. Okay, give me another 30 seconds apparently. Okay, good morning. You got to do better than that. Come on, good morning. Welcome to the second league meet, although I'm sure for some of you this is your first. Quick show of hands, how many students is this your first meet? Not just rookie teams, but also freshmen on teams that have competed before, anybody that this is your first robotics event? Cool, well welcome. You have no idea what you've gotten yourself into. So, my name's Jeremy. I'm going to be FTA today. I believe I'm mostly just FTA today because we have Todd Volts back here helping out with all the streaming and technology, so I can actually be on the field. We are streaming today's event to YouTube. I will warn you, our bandwidth is not great at this school, so the YouTube stream does not look great. So we are also recording it at high definition, and we plan to take down the stream and replace it with the recorded version after the fact. That'll be much nicer looking. But if you want to see it live, it will be live, hopefully. Scores are also being posted live up to FTC events. It is linked on the YouTube stream. Yes? I know. I'm not sure what I can do. Is that better? We'll try to, it's a new audio system that we're using today. We're going to have to work out some of the bugs as we go, unfortunately. Let us know if we don't get it dialed in within the first few matches, and we'll keep adjusting. Okay, so I'm Jeremy. I'm going to be FTA today. That means that I'm going to be on the field when you guys come over to the field. I'm here to help you guys get your robots set up, get everything working, and also to help troubleshoot any problems you may encounter during the match. First off, when you come to the field, safety glasses. You must have on safety glasses, no exceptions. Come to the field, set up your robot, get it powered on, get everything set up, ready to go. If you're running autonomous, go ahead and initialize your autonomous. Once you're done, set your controllers down, don't touch anything. We'll make sure that you're ready. Once we say hands off, please do not touch anything without our express permission from that point onward. So if you realize you forgot to turn on your robot, or something's not set up right, you forgot to put in your preload, anything like that, get our attention. Get my attention or get one of the refs' attention. Say, hey, we need to do X, Y, Z. We will work with you to be able to make sure that that happens. Please do not just reach into the field and touch the robot after we've said hands off without getting our permission first, okay? And then also during the match, please do not touch the robot, please. If you are having issues and you need help with something, get my attention. I will do what I can to help you. Unfortunately, during the match, nobody, myself included, is allowed to touch a robot unless it is causing an immediate safety concern, so robot's physically on fire or something like that. Then I am the only one allowed to touch the robot. Please do not reach into the field. Do not power cycle your robot or anything. Talk to me first about anything that you need to do related to that. Once the match is over, just set your controllers down, press stop on the phone, and then just wait until the referees say that it's okay to pick up your robot, okay? Queuing tables are going to be back here, red and blue. Make sure that you're coming out here in time. Because we only have 8 teams, we are going to have a lot of back-to-back matches. Like half of our matches will be back-to-back. What that means is if you have a back-to-back match, you have the option to take a 5-minute timeout. You do not have to. If you are ready to go, we can go ahead and just start right away. If you only need a minute or two, you can just take a minute or two and then end that timeout early. But you are guaranteed a minimum of 5 minutes between matches if you have back-to-back matches. It does not apply if you do not have back-to-back matches. So if none of the teams in one match are in the next match, then we'll just go ahead and keep going through without much delay. Is that clear? Let's see, technology-wise, Wi-Fi looks pretty decent in here. I don't expect to see any issues with that. Honestly, I expect this event to go pretty smoothly. Last week's event at Norwalk went very smoothly technology-wise. I expect very similar here. So far, ping times have been looking good. The Wi-Fi network looks great. So should just work. If you run into any unexpected issues, anything goes wrong, let me know. We'll do what we can to resolve any concerns or issues. Is there any questions? Any questions concerning match flow, technology, anything like that before I hand it over to the refs to actually talk about the rules of the game? Okay, well, good luck everybody, and we'll hand it over to, I believe, Dale is head ref? Yes.
Thank you, Jeremy. First of all, I want all the drive teams down around the field. So drivers, bring them down here. Circle the field. Got lots of room over on the blue side. Round the corner. All right. Jeremy, thank you for all your help in being the FTA. Show me how you call the FTA. Show me how you call it. There's a lot going on if you go, where's the FTA? Nobody's going to hear you. Got it? All right. Welcome. Gracious professionalism. You've all read the definition, haven't you? A way of doing things that encourages high quality work, emphasizes the value of others, respects individuals and the community. That's what we do here. We are all volunteers, and none of us are paid. They didn't even bring us donuts today. Oh, there's breakfast pizza. We are volunteers. We're here because we want to see you folks excel. We're here to keep gameplay fair. We want you to follow the rules. How many of you have read game manuals part 1 and 2 from end to end? That's not a lot of hands. Your homework before the next match is read game manuals part 1 and 2 and look at the forum for questions and answers. There's only, 65 pages of forum or something right now? Only. We are here, the referees are here to see that you follow the game manual. We are not specifically looking for penalties that we want to call. We don't want to jump up and down and call penalties on you. We're going to be maybe a little nicer today because it's early in the year. If we see you doing something, we're going to probably warn you first. If you do something that you really shouldn't be doing, we will call a penalty on you. That's your job to know what things you can and cannot do. We don't want to be the bad guys, but we're not going to let blatant things go by. It's a learning experience. This is early in the season. You get to the state tournament, we're going to expect you to know all this stuff. Now is the beginning of the season. Safety glasses. We have some really nice red and blue tape up there if they keep falling off your head. Got the idea? Safety glasses do not belong on your forehead, they belong over your eyes. Don't make us tell you that. If you don't have them, we're going to shoo you away. If you don't have appropriate shoes, you have to have closed-toed, closed-heeled shoes. I don't see anybody that's got a problem with that today. But safety glasses and shoes. Robot should be turned off before you until you get to the field. Do not carry a live robot up here. Right? Alliance markers. Make sure you have your blue and red markers attached to your robot when you get here. Make sure we have driver and coaches buttons. Okay, make sure you have the buttons on. If you have a team media person, there's a couple of stripes out here on the floor. I don't care which side you're on. Just probably don't want to have everybody on the same side, but pick a side, take your pictures. Do not do a video and then come back to me in the question box and say, here, look at this video for something that we thought happened, because we don't look at videos. I'll get back to the question box here in a little bit. The FTA owns the field for match setup. So listen to the FTA, they'll instruct you, they'll make sure your robots are set up, ready to go. If you have a question, that's the time to ask. If you see something on the field that you don't think is set up correctly, do not get on the field and say, oh, I need to move that. Bring it to our attention and we'll do it. Robot starting position. You have a square that they have to be in and touching the wall. Pretty simple. Make sure if you have your signal sleeve, get that placed where it's supposed to be. Your human player. You have one per alliance, correct? Okay, where is that person going to be? Right down here. We don't want you up and down wandering around in the driver's box. Stay there. If the human player has their hand inside that taped area, there better not be a robot in there. And likewise, if there's a robot inside that substation, there better not be there's a robot in there, the human player better not be putting things in there. So you need to watch that. We're going to watch it. You probably will get warned if we see it's close, but if you do it multiple times, you're going to get a penalty for it. Not here to call. We don't want to call penalties, but we don't want you hurt either. And having robots and hands in the same general vicinity is a recipe for disaster. Got it? When you get your robot set up here, you're going to get your program, your init program going. We'll do whatever we need to do on the field. You'll hear a countdown. 3, 2, 1. And then what happens? What? You better wait for the buzzer before you touch your controller. Don't go 3, 2, 1 and hit it. 3, 2, 1, buzzer, start it. Got it? You're listening. It's nice and loud. I've heard it. It's terribly loud. At the end of autonomous, have that 8 seconds to pick up your controller, get ready for teleop, and go from there. At the end of the match, at the end of the buzzer, you better have your controller down and your robot stopped. Because if you keep driving afterwards, and it should shut off, but things after it, it's not going to count. Need the FTA, you know the international signal for that. I'm going to be standing down that way. We've got our scoring refs and penalty refs up here. They are going to be communicating with you when they see you start to do something that could potentially be a penalty. Like I say, our goal is not to call penalties. We will if you do things blatantly wrong. But our goal is to have you have a good match up here. There's a lot of things to think about. Question box. If there's something called and you have a question, the question box is over here. There's a box underneath that cone. It's big enough for one person from your team, right? Be specific about what you're asking. Please don't come up and just ask me the score, because I don't know. So you won't know it either. If you have a question about something that was called, then yes. That. Yes. Because if you ask me, I'm going to have to come over here and ask them. Do not bring me a video review of what you saw. Can't look at it. It's in Game Manual 1 and 2. Watch things like blocking, pinning, trapping. Don't crowd somebody into a corner and leave them there. Inadvertent and inconsequential. Inadvertent is things that happen that you didn't expect. Okay, there's a learning curve in there, isn't there? Inconsequential, if something happens and it didn't really make that much difference, then okay, we let that go. If you do something that is blatantly wrong against rules, we want you to understand what you've done. Okay, questions for me?
So last week, I was concerned about people leaning over into the field if they were there, so I but don't lean over the field when placing cones. Is that
Your arm should be the only thing going into the field. If your head goes past the plane of the edge of the field, I don't want anybody caught in a rope and swatted by one.
Players placing a cone. When the human player is placing a cone in the substation, does the cone have to be in or completely in the substation?
The outer edge of the tape counts as completely in. You can place as many cones as you want to in there. You don't have to do them one at a time. Well, sorry, I didn't say that. You can have multiple cones in there. You have to put them in one cone at a time. That makes sense? Did I say that right now? Okay. If that robot is in there, your hand better not be in there. Again, it's a safety thing. We don't want anybody hurt. What's that, the signal? The beacon. We're learning. That cone right there doesn't count for scoring. You can plow it and push it out of the way if it's a problem, but don't pick it up and score it. Yeah. Then we got to call a penalty on you. Other questions? Well, then let's get going. Yay!
All right, so teams 21718, 18527, 7823, and 4443, you are in the first match. All the other 4 teams, you're on deck for the second match.
I thought it was good.
Test. Kidding.
Oh, it works. Oh, they can hear me too.
Testing, 1, 2, testing. Testing. All right, looks like we've got our teams queued up for qualification match 1. Is this too loud?
I just don't want to block the view of the audience. I can just stand back here.
All right, let's meet our teams for qualification match 1. On the Red Alliance, we've got team 18527 PCM Alchemist. And also representing the Red Alliance, we have team 21718 Unga Bunga Bongos. And on the Blue Alliance, we have team 7823 Roadrunner Robotics. And last but certainly not least, we have team 4443 the Sock Monkeys. All right, looks like we've got all 4 teams set up. Okay, looks like we're all ready to get this first match started in our Solar League Meet 2. Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? All right, then let's get this match started in 3, 2, 1, go. Psych. Good job, teams.
Okay, are you ready? Okay.
All right, let's try that again. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we've started the match for real this time. Looks like we've got 3 robots moving in autonomous. Both Roadrunner Robotics and the Unga Bunga Bongos have parked in their Alliance terminals. And the PCM Alchemists have parked in that middle signal zone. Unfortunately, that was not the correct one randomized. Looks like we're done seeing motion and auto. Let's see what these teams can get done during the teleop period.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
And driver controlled has begun. I see all 4 robots already moving. The Alchemist wasting no time at all, getting one of those cones on the high junction. And they've already grabbed another and are going back to that same high junction. They've already banked 10 points. Meanwhile, on the Blue Alliance, the Sock Monkeys have picked up a blue cone. Looks like they're going for that low junction worth 3 points. While their alliance partner, Roadrunner Robotics, is trying to herd one of those cones. Looks like they're going for that terminal on the other side of the field. Unga Bunga Bongos shoving a Red Alliance cone into the terminal. PCM Alchemist going for that middle junction, positioning their lift. They've got it. Minute 20 seconds left in this match. We've seen a lot of scoring already. PCM Alchemist trying to pick up another cone. Looks like they've almost got a grip on it. Sock Monkeys going for yet another blue cone. They're trying to get a grip on it. Looks like they're having just a little bit of difficulty getting their claw to open up. Roadrunner Robotics, looks like they might be having some temporary drive issues. They're still trying to herd that blue cone around the field. PCM Alchemist scoring a red cone on that ground junction. They've got it. Meanwhile, their alliance partner, the Unga Bunga Bongos, still trying to score one of those red cones. We've got 30 seconds left in this match. We have entered the end game. Teams can now start scoring their custom-made beacons for bonus points. PCM Alchemist scored another cone on a ground junction. We've got 15 seconds left in this action-packed match. Sock Monkeys getting one last cone on that low junction. Looks like they've almost got it. They've got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. And controllers down. Good job, teams. Our live scoring currently shows a score of 48-14 in favor of the Red Alliance. However, those scores are not finalized yet, so we could see some changes by the referees. Looks like the Red Alliance was able to score a lot of those cones on various junctions. Looks like they have possession of 6 different junctions. They've also placed their custom-made beacon on a ground junction at the front of the field. That is much different than the regular cones. That is worth 10 points instead of just 2. And we've got a score for that qualification match 1. Red Alliance takes it with a score of 53-15. All right, teams are going to pick up their robots. Our wonderful volunteers are going to reset the field, and we're going to get ready for qualification match 2. Testing.
Show the score before the animation? Yep. Are you guys gonna start your robot like that? You'll have to start it the way we showed you in inspection, because that is a lot bigger than
Longer than 18 inches.
All right, we're getting ready for qualification match number 2. Let's introduce you to our teams. On Red Alliance, we have 16651 RoboGeese and their alliance partner 3609 Polar Technics. And on the Blue Alliance, we have 20180 Deuce Ex Machina. And their alliance partner with the robot that I feel like I've seen before. Something about it looks pretty familiar. 19415 C3 Robotics. Alrighty, teams are getting their robots set up and initialized now, getting everything ready for autonomous. Squeeze right here. And we are now randomizing the position for the robots to go during autonomous. It looks like they'll be in zone number 3. So hopefully they'll be able to look at their navigation targets and say, hey, I need to go to zone number 3. And if they do read it, they actually do go to zone number 3. Alrighty, drivers ready. Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, go! We have movement from the Red Alliance and the Blue Alliance. Both Blue Alliance robots moving, one Red Alliance. C3 takes an attempt to score and misses, but it does appear they get the correct park. We'll see, maybe. It looks like we have 2 parked blue robots.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Now the teleop has started. The robots are now controlled by the drivers. Let's see what they can do. Blue Alliance lining up to pick up some cones. It looks like Red Alliance is pushing them. C3 picking up the cones and placing them on the junctions. Very quick pickup system there. Let's see what Deus Ex Machina can do with their claw. Meanwhile, over on the Red Alliance, they're using a slightly different strategy. Instead of picking up the cones, they're pushing the cones because they get points for taking them over to the terminal as well. And look at that. We have 2 Blue Alliance robots carrying the cones. C3 going for the high junction. Can they get it on there? And no, the spring comes back to bite them. Meanwhile, Intergalactic RoboGeese really loading up that terminal over there. Let's see how many they can get in. C3 tips over a cone. Are they going to try and pick it up? Nope, they're going to put a new one in. Let's see, they get it picked up. Are they going to go for the high one again? Oh, it's almost there. So close. Oh, and it falls off again. Looks like it's just not quite tall enough. Are they going to try and pick up 2 at once? Meanwhile, over on the Red Alliance, that terminal is getting pretty full. They're running on. Oh. Now we're over in endgame. See if they're going to attempt to score their beacons. C3 picking up from the autonomous pile now and spreading out so that they're not getting in each other's way. And look at that, Polar Technics putting a 7th cone in the terminal, but they knock one out. And there we go, C3 finally gets one on the high. And that's the end of the match. We'll see what we have for scoring, see if there's anything the refs missed, need to add on to the score, and then we'll come back with your final score. But great job. That is a lot of cones on the field there. Those scores. And Blue Alliance wins with a score of 55-9.
All right, we've got about 40 seconds left in our Alliance timeout, and then we'll be bringing teams over to the field and getting started with qualification match 3. All right, and our Alliance timeout has ended. Looks like we're still waiting on one team. Hopefully they'll be out here in a couple of minutes. Otherwise, the team 7823 might be flying solo for this match. All right, looks like we've got our last team. So let's meet the teams for qualification match 3. On the Red Alliance, we've got team 3609, Polar Technics. And their alliance partner is team 4443, the Sock Monkeys. Representing our Blue Alliance, we have team 7823, Roadrunner Robotics. And their alliance partner doing some last-minute work on their robot is team 16651, Galactic Robo Geese. Looks like the RoboGeese are quickly trying to do some last-minute changes to their robots so they can be all ready for this match. Then once they're ready, we'll get started with qualification match 3. All right, so all of these teams have already played in one match today, so hopefully they've gotten some of their bugs squeezed out, and they're going to be able to do really well in this match. Looks like we're all ready now. All right, wait.
Oh, that's mine.
All right, and we're going to randomize the field. Looks like we've rolled a 4. So teams are going to be parking in that left signal zone. All right. Looks like we're ready. Red Alliance, are you guys ready? All right. Blue Alliance, are you ready? Then let's get this match started in 3, 2, 1, go. Currently see both Blue Alliance robots moving in autonomous. Roadrunner Robotics has parked in the Alliance terminal. The Galactic Robogeese have parked in that middle signal zone. I don't see any motion out of the Red Alliance robots just yet, but we might see some before auto is over. 10 seconds left in the autonomous period. Looks like that's all the motion we're going to see. Let's see what can happen during teleop.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Teams have now picked up their controllers and are taking control of their robots manually. Sock Monkeys have already scored a Red Alliance cone on that low junction. That is 3 points for their alliance. Roadrunner Robotics, wasting no time. They've got 2 cones in that Blue Alliance terminal. Polar Technics strikes back with a red cone of their own. They've shoved it into that terminal. Sock Monkeys at the back of the field trying to grab one of those red cones off the stack. Looks like they've tipped it over. They're going to have to go over to their Alliance substation to try to grab more. Polar Technics trying to herd another one of those cones over into the Alliance terminal. Looks like the Galactic Robogeese are having some connection issues. They've called over the field tech advisor to give them some help. Roadrunner Robotics, they're trying to maneuver their big robot around the field while trying not to knock over those cones. They've got to be very precise. We've got just under a minute left in the qualification match 3. Roadrunner Robotics going for another cone on that ground junction. They've pushed it just a little bit too far. Maybe they'll approach it from the other side, try to get back on there. Polar Technics looks like they're trying to get another cone in that Alliance terminal. They've gotten it. We are approaching the end game. Teams can start scoring those Alliance beacons here in a few seconds. And that buzzer indicates that the end game has begun. We've got less than 30 seconds left in this match. Teams are going to have to quickly finish up any scoring they want to do before time runs out. Looks like the Polar Technics are trying to get one last cone in that Alliance terminal and then park in the terminal. Looks like they've done so. The Sock Monkeys have done the same. 3, 2, 1. And time is up. Let's hear it for the teams that played in qualification match 3. So just a quick note about the Galactic Robogeese. Although their robot did disconnect and they unfortunately could not get it going again, they did disconnect in their Alliance terminal, so they will still get a 2-point bonus. Our live scoring currently shows 13-9 in favor of the Red Alliance. It's a very close match. All right, and our scores are finalized. Looks like the Red Alliance has won with a score of 13-9. That's one of the closest matches we've seen this season. Good job, teams. All right, our teams are picking up their robots, and it looks like all 4 teams are prepared for qualification match 4. We'll bring them over here in just a second.
Alrighty, we have our teams coming to the field now for qualification match number 4. On the Red Alliance, we have 18527 PCM Alchemists. And their alliance partner, 20180 Deuce Ex Machina. Deus. And on the Blue Alliance, we have 21718, the Unga Bunga Bongos. And their alliance partner with that really familiar looking bot that I have no idea where I've seen it before, 19415 C3 Robotics. Teams are getting their robots initialized and ready for autonomous. Explosions? Batteries exploding? Are we randomized? Oh, okay. Ready to randomize? Red Alliance, you're initialized. Blue Alliance initialized. 2. Alrighty, Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, go! And we have all 4 robots moving. C3 moves over into the zone. PCM and how do you say it? Deus Ex Machina moved forwards, and Unga Bunga Bongos moved into their terminal.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
And teleops started, and let's see what happens. Oh, a quick score by the Red Alliance. They're driving over, picking up more cones. Meanwhile, C3 working on getting their preload scored. They get one scored, and so has C3 with their second. C3's already picked one up, going for their third. C3 lining up for their second ready score. PCM with their fourth. And look at that. That is some fast scoring. C3 going for the high. Are they going to make it? Oh, it looks like it's good, and they get it. Meanwhile, PCM scored another on one of the low junctions. It looks like PCM and C3 are really doing a lot of the heavy work. And here we go. PCM puts one in the terminal. Meanwhile, C3 gets one on a mid-junction. Unga Bunga Bongos trying to push one onto junction, and they almost get it on there. And PCM picking up yet another. C3 getting another. PCM going for the high, and they get it. And C3 gets a low. That is a lot of cones scored. We still have 45 seconds left in this match. Oh my, do I see a completed circuit? PCM appears to have a completed circuit. Let's see if they can hold that for the rest of the match. And they're going, and they score another one. C3 putting another on the high. No, they changed their mind. They're going to put it on this high. PCM puts one on a ground junction. Wow, that is the most cones I've seen all season yet. And now they're both coming in with their beacons. PCM places their beacon. C3 places their beacon. 5 seconds left. PCM going to try for one more. Can they get it? And they get it, and they don't tip. Look at that. That is a high-looking score right there, and we haven't even finished counting yet. Give these teams a big hand. Look at that. Wow, it looks like all but one of the tower junctions have a cone on them, but some have multiple. And it looks like a few of the ground junctions do as well. Great job by all 4 teams. Wow, that was an exciting match, and it looks like we're getting the score finished up here, so we should have it soon. I knew it was going last. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a circuit. No, I didn't.
So the world record non-penalty is 141. We're already at 111, and this is PCM's first meet. I know, Deus, is this your first meet as well? So 2 teams at their first meet are already approaching the world record, and not a bad performance by the Blue Alliance either. Hello. We're moving robots off.
Guessing they gotta make edits.
Alrighty, I think we're ready to see the score. Maybe. I hear the sounds, I don't see it. Oh, we just disconnected. Oh, there it is, 126 Red Alliance to 80 Blue Alliance. Great job.
All right, looks like we've got our teams on the field for qualification match 5 here at our Solar League Meet 2. On the Red Alliance, we've got team 4443, the Sock Monkeys from Oskaloosa, Iowa. And their alliance partner from Waukee, Iowa is team 20180, Deuce Ex Machina.
Deus? It's Deus? Saying it wrong for like 2 years.
And on the Blue Alliance, we've got team 7823 Roadrunner Robotics from Truro, Iowa. And last but most certainly not least, from Cumming, Iowa, we have team 19415 C3 Robotics. All right, looks like all our teams are connected to their robots, so we're going to randomize the field. Looks like we've rolled a 2, so teams are going to try to park in that middle signal zone. If so, they can get a 10 or even a 20-point bonus, depending on whether they use a custom signal sleeve. All right, looks like our teams are ready. Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? All right, then let's get this match started in 3, 2, 1, go. Currently see 3 robots moving autonomous. Roadrunner Robotics already parked in their Alliance terminal. C3 narrowly missing that cone on the high junction. They've parked in the correct signal zone, however. That will be a 20-point bonus, as has Deuce Ex Machina, and they will receive a 10-point bonus. C3 gets that 20-point bonus because they are using a custom signal sleeve that slides over the top of that signal cone.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Teleop has begun. Teams now have complete control of those robots. C3 wasting no time, picking up a blue cone, going for that low junction. They've got it. 3 points for the Blue Alliance. Deus Ex Machina, looks like they're trying to get their arm figured out. They're going to go for one of those red cones in the Alliance substation. Looks like Sock Monkeys might be having some connection issues right now. Hopefully they get that all figured out. C3 gets another cone on that high junction. They already have control of 3 separate junctions for their Alliance. That is worth a boatload of points. Another cone for the Blue Alliance. Deus Ex Machina going for another Red Alliance cone. They've almost got it. Looks like they're having to be very precise. Their drivers are discussing the best way to pick it up. Looks like they've got a grip on it. Let's see if they can go get that scored. C3 Robotics on the Blue Alliance getting yet another cone. They've got it score on that high junction. Their partner, Roadrunner Robotics, looks like they're trying to shove one of those cones into their Alliance terminal. 20180. Oh, no. Looks like they've tipped over backwards. Hopefully they can get themselves righted. C3 Robotics gets a 4th cone on that high junction. Oh no, it looks like Team 20180 has fallen over on their back wheels. And the end game has begun. C3 Robotics going for another cone. They just narrowly miss. We've got just over 20 seconds left in this match. Looks like Roadrunner Robotics is going to try to park in their Alliance terminal. They have done so. C3 has 10 seconds left to score the last second cone and beacon. They've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and they've gotten it. Nice job, teams. Our live scoring shows a score of 78-10 in favor of the Blue Alliance. Looks like the Blue Alliance has control of 6 separate junctions, and they have placed their beacon on one of those junctions for a big 10-point bonus. They also have 4 cones on one of those high junctions. That's going to be worth 20 points. Fortunately, it looks like the Sock Monkeys had some connection issues. Luckily, they will not play again until qualification match 8, so they will have plenty of time to get that all sorted out. And looks like we've got the score for this match. And it's going to go to the Blue Alliance with a score of 87-10. Let's hear it for those teams in qualification match 5. All right, teams, you can pick up your robots. Turn them up. Turn. Testing. Okay. Looks like one of our teams for qualification match 6 has made some changes to their robot, so they're having it re-inspected right now. If everything is to standard and the refs approve it, they'll be over on the field for qualification match 6 in just a couple of minutes. So I'm here with the PCM Alchemists, our hometown team for this league meet. So tell me a little bit about your strategy for this upcoming match. What are you going to do to ensure that you get the dub?
We're trying to get him to get the cones placed in the corners. That way we can get a circuit pretty easily, and then we'll spend the rest of the match just cycling.
All right, so the Alchemists, sounds like their strategy is to get cones on many of those junctions, try to get that circuit bonus, which is worth 20 points. That can be a big determining factor in some of these early season matches. All right, looks like all of our teams are ready for qualification match 6. We'll be getting started here once all of the teams have their robots set up and get connected.
All righty, we're getting ready for qualification match number 6. On the Red Alliance, we have 16651 Galactic Robo-Geese and 21718 Unga Bunga Bongos. And on the Blue Alliance, we have 3609 Polar Technics and 18527 PCM Alchemists. Teams are getting the last minute things set up on their robots. Off. Ready to randomize? Everyone initialized. And randomize to position number 3. Alrighty, Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Okay, I see a nod. Alrighty, let's get this match started in 3, 2, 1, go! And PCM moves forward, Robo-Geese moves forward, and Unga Bunga Bongos go into the terminal. So a few different autonomous strategies here. And now we wait for teleop. This is riveting. One of the greatest autonomouses I have seen all season. I've only seen 6.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Alrighty, and PCM very quick on that first score. And meanwhile, Robo-Geese, their robot looks a little different than I saw last time. Let's see what they can do with it. Unga Bunga Bongos pushing the cone around. It looks like they're going for the ground junction. PCM very quick to move over and pick up a cone. And we'll see Polar Technics as well pushing them around. Robo-Geese working on getting lined up to pick one up. See if they can get it. PCM just zipping around the field right now. They've already scored 4. And Robo-Geese get one in the ground junction. PCM get another on the low junction. And they very quickly pick it up and go for one of the high junctions. Oh! And they slip up but are able to get that. Robo-Geese, oh, they knocked it over there. That's going to be hard to pick up. Polar Technics working on pushing those cones around. When you can't grab them, you push them. And Unga Bunga Bongos appears to be caught up on one of the ground junctions. Let's see if they can get around it. Looks like they do. Robogeese appears to be having some technical difficulties over there. PCM picks up another one. Let's see where they go with this one. And they score it on one of the low junctions. And that is looking to be a lot of cones again. And now we're in the end game. 30 seconds left. They can start placing their beacons. PCM puts one into the terminal. And it looks like they have a completed circuit again. Here you go. PCM picks it up. And they put one on a low terminal. Unga Bunga Bongos goes to get the parking points. PCM picks up their one with the beacon on it. They're going for one of the highs. They have 2 seconds left. And not quite. And they almost tip again, but manage to stay upright. Really good performance from both teams. See what happens. Our referees and scorekeepers are totaling up the scores here. Then we can get you the official scores. Polar Technics and PCM getting a lot on the terminals, or on the junctions, sorry. Unga Bunga Bongos and Robogeese did a whole lot of scoring on the far side of the field. A lot of driving back and forth for them. Ready? Turn off the robots, pick them up. Are we ready for scores?
And they decided to implement 5-minute timer starts when we post it. They kind of wait.
All right, Fred. And we have our scores. It looks like the Blue Alliance wins with a score of 88-12.
I don't think we've had a timeout, right? You know, high def has changed over the years.
All right. All right, our teams are setting up on the field for qualification match 7. Representing the Red Alliance, we have team 20180, Deus Ex Machina. And their alliance partner is team 7823, Roadrunner Robotics. And on the Blue Alliance, our hometown team is team 18527, PCM Alchemists. And their alliance partner is team 16651, the Galactic Robo Geese. Looks like both of our Red Alliance robots are connected and ready. We're still getting set up on the Blue Alliance. Once everyone's all set, we will begin qualification match 7. We are done with over half of our matches for today's meet. Looks like both teams on the Blue Alliance are using custom signal sleeves. If they are able to correctly detect the orientation of that cone and they park in the correct signal zone, they can get a 20-point bonus.
Go, park in the terminal.
All right, looks like all of our teams are ready. We're going to randomize the field. And we've rolled a 4, so teams are going to be trying to park in that left signal zone. All right, the field is already randomized. Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Then let's get this match started in 3, 2, 1, go. Currently see all 4 robots moving in autonomous. I think that's the first time we've had that today. PCM Alchemist and Deus Ex Machina. Looks like they've both parked in that middle signal zone. Unfortunately, that is not the correct one for this match. Roadrunner Robotics scoring the only points of this autonomous period. They've parked in their Alliance terminal. 5 seconds left in auto. Looks like all of our teams are done moving. Let's get ready for teleop.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Teams have now taken control of their robots and are going to start scoring cones on those various junctions. The Alchemist wasting no time trying to pick up that blue cone and score it on that middle junction. 20180 already has a red cone in their grasp. Looks like they're going for that middle junction. They've almost got it. And they've got it on that middle junction. That is 4 points for the Red Alliance. The Alchemists raising up their lift at lightning speed. They're going for a high junction worth 5 points. Their alliance partner, the Galactic Robo Geese, doing a great job pushing those cones into their alliance terminal. They've already got 2 in there and are going for a third. Alchemists get another cone in the low junction. Roadrunner Robotics trying to herd one of those Red Alliance cones into their terminal. They've gotten it. They have 2 in their terminal now. Deus Ex Machina. Looks like they're going for a third cone. They already have 2 on that middle junction. PCM Alchemist, they've got a cone on that low junction. They have control of 6 different junctions. That is going to net them a bunch of points come the end of the match. They're going for another one on that high junction. They've got it. Red Alliance strikes back with a cone of their own on a low junction. We have 35 seconds left in this high-scoring match. PCM takes control of another junction as the end game begins. Looks like the Galactic Robogeese are trying to shove around one of those blue cones, but it's rolling away from them. Roadrunner Robotics has continued to score cones in the Alliance terminal. They have 3 in there. Less than 15 seconds to go in this match. Dos Ex Machina is going for a cone on that high junction. Are they going to be able to get it? It's hard to tell. PCM Alchemist going for one last cone in that terminal. Looks like they've gotten it and have parked. Good job, teams. Our referees have currently scored 63 points for the Blue Alliance and 23 points for the Red Alliance. It looks like the Blue Alliance has completed their circuit as they have cones in each of their Alliance terminals and have established a path of cones in between them. The Blue Alliance has gained control of 9 junctions. Controlling a junction is worth 3 points, so that has netted them 27 points. They have also used their custom beacon on one of those junctions, which is a 10-point bonus. So great job by the Blue Alliance scoring on a variety of junctions and netting a bunch of points. All right, looks like our scores have been finalized. Let's see the result of that match. And it's going to go to the Blue Alliance with a score of 74-25. All right, teams, go ahead, turn off your robots, pick them up, and we'll get ready for qualification match 8. All right, and all 4 of our teams are already setting up for qualification match 8. After this, all of our teams will have played their 4th match of the day, and we'll have just 2 remaining to get some high scores and get some more wins to help their ranking. Currently in this match, we have our 1st, 5th, 7th, and 8th ranked teams. However, some of these teams have played before this weekend, so they are getting bonus points from their previous matches. All right, as our teams get set, let's meet the teams for qualification match 8. On the Red Alliance, we've got team 3609, the Polar Technics. And their alliance partner is team 21718, Unga Bunga Bongos. And on the Blue Alliance, we have team 19415, C3 Robotics. And their alliance partner is team 4443, the Sock Monkeys. Looks like both of our Red Alliance robots are connected and ready. Looks like we're still finalizing over on the blue side of the field. We want to give these teams plenty of time to get everything ready. That way they can do their best work out on the field. So our first ranked team is playing in this match, and that is currently the Polar Technics. So Polar Technics, what do you attribute your success to?
The anvil.
All right. All right, they've got a lucky anvil on their robot. Hopefully that luck stays with them for this match, and they can get a W and improve their ranking and stay in first place. Looks like the Sock Monkeys are going to reorient their robot in the hopes of getting ready for this match. All right, looks like our teams have gotten their robots connected. We're going to randomize the field. And we have rolled a 2, so teams are going to try to park in that middle signal zone. That means if they go straight forward from where they are now, they could get a 10 or a 20-point bonus. All right, the field has been randomized. Red Alliance, are you ready? All right, Blue Alliance, are you ready? Awesome. Then let's get this match started in 3, 2, 1, go. 1 robot moving in autonomous. 2 robots. Will we get 3 or 4? C3 Robotics narrowly missing that high junction. Unga Bunga Bongos has parked in that Alliance terminal. Looks like they've also shoved a cone in there. That will get them some valuable points. C3 Robotics looks like they've attempted to park in that middle signal zone and have done so. 3 seconds left in the autonomous period.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Teleop has begun. Looks like we have 3 of the 4 robots moving. C3 Robotics already grabbing a cone, scoring it on the low junction for that Blue Alliance. They're already going for another. Both Red Alliance robots do not have mechanisms to pick up the cones, but are able to shove them into those Alliance terminals and onto those black ground junctions. Looks like the Unga Bunga Bongos have already gotten 1 cone. Polar Technics are going for another. C3 Robotics going for a cone on that high junction. Looks like it's balanced on top. They'll have to knock that all the way down to the bottom if they want to get the points for it. Looks like their alliance partner, the Sock Monkeys, unfortunately not able to get their robot working for this match. They're cheering on their alliance partner as they continue to score cones. Unga Bunga Bongos has gotten 2 cones into that alliance terminal and a couple on the ground junctions as well. 1 minute to go in this match. C3 Robotics gets another cone. They're going to grab one off that stack at the back of the field. Looks like they're going to that alliance terminal. Maybe they'll be trying to complete a circuit for their alliance. Both Red Alliance robots continuing to shove those cones around the field. Looks like the Unga Bunga Bongos are going to that far terminal. Maybe they're getting ready to park at the end of the match. 30 seconds left. We have entered the end game. Teams can start scoring beacons, and it looks like C3 Robotics is doing just that. They've got a beacon on top of that cone. They're trying to grab it up as we approach 15 seconds to go. Polar Technics trying to get one last cone in that alliance terminal before time runs out. C3 Robotics going to that low junction. They've got their beacon on there. 3, 2, 1. And time is up. Controllers down. Looks like both Red Alliance robots were able to get parked in their corresponding terminals at the end of the match. That will net them 2 points for each robot for a grand total of 4 points in addition to the other points they scored during the match. Our live score shows 56-20 in favor of the Blue Alliance. After this match, we will likely have a 5-minute timeout as both the Sock Monkeys and C3 Robotics are playing in our next qualification match. So we want to give them plenty of time to get prepared and collect their thoughts and do a great job in their next match. All right, teams have picked up their robots for this match. We should be getting a score any second. All right. Looks like the Blue Alliance is going to take that match with a score of 69-24. That propels C3 Robotics into 4th place and the Sock Monkeys into 7th. The Polar Technics, however, hold their position in 1st place.
Alrighty, we're getting ready for qualification number 9. We got teams making their way to the field. On the Red Alliance, we have 91415. And I asked them about their wheel on the robot that's kind of sticking up in the air. And I guess that's if they tip over, then they can still kind of drive around at least a little bit. I don't know. I'd hope the robot doesn't tip, but it'd be kind of fun to see him drive on one wheel. And their alliance partner with probably the tallest robot here. We have one, well, maybe, definitely second tallest, maybe even the tallest. Team 18527, PCM Alchemist. Yeah. Blue Alliance, you can bring your robots to the field. And on their way over on the Blue Alliance, we have 4443 Sock Monkeys and team 16651, the Galactic Robo Geese, whose robot does not look the same as when they started today. Something looks a little bigger or something. Not sure what happened there, but it grew. Teams are getting their robots set up for autonomous.
How broken?
Red Alliance looks like they're strategizing. Blue Alliance looks like they're all ready to go. And we're picking up stuff off the field. Our robots leaving parts behind. Can't have that. In this match, we have the 2, the 3, and the 4 seeds here at this event, as well as the 7 seed, and the 6th, 7th, and 8th in the state or in the league, as well as the 13th. So this should be a high-scoring match on both alliances. Though it is of note to point out that if you're used to previous seasons, this season your rankings are not based off of points. They're based off your wins. We are randomizing the number 2. See some excited looking teams over there. If we remember to flip all of the... Alrighty, Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance was not ready. Alrighty, Blue Alliance, are you ready now? Red Alliance, you're ready still? Alright, let's get this match started in 3, 2, 1, go! See movement from 1, 2, 3 robots. See 3, oh, and they get it! And the park, it appears. PCM with the park as well. Robo Geese looks like they moved. I can't tell if they got the park complete or not. And Sock Monkeys is sitting there all ready to go when teleop starts. So a great start to the match already from both alliances.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Kellyop started in PCM with that quick score right away that they do every time. Sock Monkeys counters with the equally quick score. Robo Geese appears to be sitting there, and there's some movement from them. C3 working on picking up from the autonomous stack, and they score right away. PCM goes. They pick up another cone. Sock Monkeys lining up to pick one up. Looks like they missed there a little bit. And it looks like Robo Geese might be stuck on something. PCM scores another one. Looks like C3 scored one as well. PCM going for the high. Let's see where C3 goes. They score one in the terminal. PCM scores one on the high junction. C3 going to pick one up. PCM scoring one on the high terminal. Sock Monkeys. Looks like they're going to pick one up over from the autonomous possibly. Hard for me to see over there. Looks like Robo Geese having some technical difficulties. C3 going, and they've gone through their entire stack of cones already on the field. That means they've already scored 5. PCM scored a decent amount as well. C3 gets stuck on the cone or the pole a little bit there. And look at that. We have almost every single junction scored already for the Red Alliance. And let's see what Red Alliance will do here coming into endgame. They put their beacon on both. PCM lining up and C3 lining up to pick up at the same time. Meanwhile, looks like we had some movement from Robo Geese. PCM scores their beacon. C3 lining up to score their beacon. They scored as well. PCM trying one last one, and they are really good at not tipping over at the end of the match. And that is a really high score. We'll see what happens with the scoring, but right now we're looking at a potential world record match right here. Remember that the scoring is not official until all the robots have been taken off the field and the score is officially announced. But initially, we have a challenge for the world record score right now. Is it not touching? Wow. That was just about a perfect match for the Red Alliance there. Blue Alliance looked like they had some issues, and did I just hear we have a score ready? Not quite. We're getting there. Alrighty, let's see what the score is. Alrighty, I hear it's a really good score. Let's see what it is here. Give both teams a hand, but wow. And Red Alliance wins. Score of 193. Provided any other meets going on, that is a new world record. What a match by the Red Alliance. Blue Alliance, great job as well. But wow! Last time Iowa had a world record was all the way back in 2020. So great job by the Red Alliance. Alrighty, coming off of that exciting match, we're getting ready for a qualification match number 10 on the Red Alliance. We have 3609 Polar Technics and 7823 Roadrunner Robotics. On the Blue Alliance, we have Deus Ex Machina. I did it. I said it right. Oh, I forgot their number though. 20180, and their alliance partner 21718. Unga Bunga Bongos. That is quite the name there. And it sounds like we're ready to randomize. And zone number 1. Ready? All right. Oh, Dale's not ready. And he's always the one that's ready first. Alrighty, Blue Alliance, are you ready? Red Alliance, are you ready? Let's get this match started in 3, 2, 1, go! And we got motion from 3 robots, 2 on Blue Alliance, 1 on Red Alliance. And it looks like we're supposed to have motion on all 4 robots, but you know, sometimes code gremlins get in there and they say, no, we're not going to let. Or the anvil's too heavy and it just couldn't move. One of the two. I hope that's not the case, but. And that's the end of autonomous period.
Drivers, pick up your controllers.
Uh-oh.
3, 2, 1.
And now we're in teleop. We have 1, 2, 3, all 4 robots moving. And a slight collision between the blue and both Red Alliance spots. Hopefully they don't get in each other's way there. Blue Alliance looks like they're taking turns. And great job there by Unga Bunga Bongos to get their cone out. And it looks like the Red Alliance is scoring in the terminal. They already have 3 in the terminal. Roadrunner looks like they just got stuck on a pole. Polar Technics also looks like they got stuck on a pole. Deus Ex Machina aiming for that mid junction. Let's see what they can do with that. So close, those springs make it really hard. You think you have it lined up, and then it moves on you. And we have another one in the terminal from the Red Alliance. Deus Ex Machina decides they're going to start over and try again with a new cone. And look at the strategy by Polar Technics. Really smart there. They're just driving straight backwards and forwards. And not much turning. Turning takes time. And you can just drive straight. Really efficient there. Coming up to about 5 seconds until end game. We'll see if any teams do anything with beacons. And look at that, Roadrunner Robotics scores on the ground junction. Roadrunner trying to be careful around that blue stack of cones that they don't knock those over. Trying to get over their terminal to park. Deus Ex Machina picks up their, oh, the Legos are falling off. But they do have it picked up. They're trying to drop it. It's caught on the junction. They said, nope, we're not going to do the tall one. We'll try the mid one. And that's the match. Close score right there looking at our live scoring. We'll see what happens when everything gets scored. And I just looked over at Unga Bunga Bongo's robot, and it doesn't look like it's got all 4 wheels on the ground there. Looks like they're trying to do a little bit of stunt riding there. Not sure what's going on right there. Looks like we're looking at some rules real quick. Second meet of the season for most of these volunteers. First meet of the season for a lot of these robots and teams. Still getting everything figured out, but by the end of the season, you think these robots are good now? Just wait until the end of the season. Come states competition, it was looking like Iowa's shaping up to be a really competitive region. Not just this league, but last week, over in a different Iowa, the Hydro League, I believe, we had a 141. Yeah, and we have our scores, and Red wins with a score of 28-16. Looks like we had 10 penalty points on the Blue Alliance, but don't worry, Red still would have got the win, so that did not affect your game. But
All right, our teams for qualification match 10 are packing up and leaving the field. And now our teams for qualification match 11 should be showing up in a few minutes. From here on out, teams are going to be playing in their last matches of the day, so make sure you're cheering for your team very loud.
I'll probably be in the meet for this league on the 17th.
So just a quick note to all the teams out there, even when you are done with your last match, please do not leave just yet. Once we are done with all 12 qualification matches, we are going to head to the bleachers at the far end of the room, and we are going to take a team photo with all of the team members and their robots. So once again, please do not leave when you are done with your matches. Thank you. And with that, we've got all 4 teams on the field for our second to last qualification match of the day, which is qualification match 11. So let's meet our teams. On the Red Alliance, we have team 4443, the Sock Monkeys. And their alliance partner, your current world record holder, is team 18527, PCM Alchemists. On the Blue Alliance, we have team 3609, your current first-ranked team, the Polar Technics. And their alliance partner is team 20180, Deus Ex Machina. It looks like all 4 teams are set, so let's randomize the field. We have rolled a 1, so teams are going to be going for that left signal zone. Looks like the field is already randomized. So Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? All right, let's get this match started in 3, 2, 1, go! This will be the last time you will see these 4 robots on the field today, so I want to hear you cheering for them. 2 robots have moved in autonomous, Deus Ex Machina, and both the PCM Alchemists have moved forward and parked in that middle signal zone. Unfortunately, the randomization indicated the left signal zone, so currently we are in a 0-0 tie going into teleop.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
PCM Alchemist immediately scoring a red cone on that middle junction. They have been one of the most efficient robots we have seen all day. Sock Monkeys going and placing their Red Alliance cone in that Alliance terminal, while their Alliance partner, the Alchemist, gets one on the high junction. Deus Ex Machina on the blue side of the field has already picked up a cone, and it looks like they're going for a middle junction worth 4 points. Sock Monkeys getting a cone on that low junction. Looks like they're getting it. There they go. That is 3 points for the Red Alliance. Deus Ex Machina was able to score that cone for the Blue Alliance, while their alliance partner, the Polar Technics, is trying to score those cones and the Alliance Terminal. They've already got 1 in there. PCM Alchemist getting yet another cone. The Red Alliance has control of 6 separate junctions as we approach 1 minute to go in this match. Sock Monkeys at the back of the field. They're trying to grab another cone. Looks like they're having a little bit of difficulty. While the Alchemists get another cone on the high junction. Deus Ex Machina has grabbed another blue cone. They're going to try to take control of a 3rd junction. They're going for a high one. They've almost got it. And they're close. They've got it. Meanwhile, PCM Alchemists have taken control of one of those junctions by placing their red cone on top of a blue one. We are almost in the end game in this action-packed match. All right, teams can start scoring those beacons along with more cones now that we are in the last 30 seconds of the match. Sock Monkeys trying to grab another cone off that stack at the back of the field. Polar Technics get a third cone shoved into the Alliance terminal, while their Alliance partner, Deus Ex Machina, attempts to grab a third. Looks like they've actually grabbed their beacon and are trying to take back control of that junction. They have done so. We have got just a few seconds left. Controllers down. Good job, teams. It appears that we have broken 100 points for the second time today if this scoring holds, as we have a score of 103 to 21. Looks like the Red Alliance was able to complete a circuit between those two corner terminals. That will net them a big 20-point bonus. Looks like we're discussing a few last-minute changes to the score, maybe just some penalties. And we have the score for qualification match 11. It is going to go to the Red Alliance with a score of 111 to 33. That vaults the PCM Alchemists into first place. That is just the second time we have gotten a score over 100 in this league this season. Great job to all four teams.
All right, teams are coming to the field for the final match of the day. Let's give all these teams that have competed today a big hand. On the Red Alliance, we have Team 19415, C3, and Team 16651. Galactic Robo-Geese. On the Blue Alliance, we have 7823 Roadrunner Robotics and Team 21718 Unga Boonga Bongos. And just a reminder to all the teams after this match, do not pack your robot up. Do not leave. We're going to take a team picture with all the teams. We're getting ready to randomize here for the last match of the day. Finishing up the initialization sequence. Gotta get all these robots ready. And let's randomize the field. 3, zone 3. Alrighty, fields randomized. Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Let's make some noise for these teams. It's the last match of the day. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, go! We have movement from all 4 robots. C3 goes to place. Oh, it bounced off. And they moved over to park. We'll have to see if the scorekeepers say there's a park. See what happens. I do know that Roadrunner made it into the terminal, and RoboGeese made an attempt at parking. And Unga Bunga Bongos moved forward.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Now we're into teleop, the last teleop period of the day. RoboGeese go and push a cone in the terminal right away. C3 go and pick up a cone right away. Unga Bunga Bongos trying to push a cone over. Same with Roadrunner Robotics. C3 scores one onto mid-junction. Galactic RoboGeese moving out of the way for C3 there. Good teamwork going on right there. C3 picking up another, putting it on the high. Looks like they've got that high junction figured out now. They had some issues with it earlier today. And we got Unga Bunga Bongos. Looks like they were trying to put one onto a ground junction there. Roadrunner. Looks like they're waiting to get out of the way there. RoboGeese. Looks like they're trying to get out of the way still. C3 goes, they pick one up. Are they going to go for the high? They go for the high junction and it moves at the last moment. They go to pick one up off of the autonomous stack. They're going to try that high junction again. Getting lined up, and this time it's good. RoboGeese doing a great job pushing one around the field. Let's hope they don't get in the way. They back up. Gonna have to be careful they don't back into that blue cone and be scored in end game. See what teams do with their beacons now. C3 going to pick up their beacon. Unga Bunga Bongos still working on pushing a cone around. Same with RoboGeese. Looks like they got stuck. Not sure what's going on. I see them moving the controllers, but the robot's not moving. FTA, possibly. And they push him out of the way. What a move by C3. And that's the match. And that's all the matches for today. Wow, look at all of those cones in the terminal for Blue Alliance. Looks like they were kept busy over there. See a lot of cones on the junctions for Red Alliance. We'll see what happens. See what happens with score. And as it is now 12:30 almost, we're wrapping up for the day. I'm happy to announce that concessions are half price. So if you're hungry, now's the time to get it. And don't forget, teams, do not leave until we've taken the group picture. Looks like we're finishing up some scores, asking some questions, doing some explaining these teams want to learn so that they can come back to the next meet and do even better. Looks like we're doing some final counting. And it looks like, once again, Unga Bunga Bongos finished with not all of their wheels on the ground. That is some skill. Alrighty, we're ready for the scores. See who wins. Red Alliance with a score of 91-14. And give a hand to all the teams that came and competed today. Most of them, this was their first meet, and they did a great job. So let's get these robots off the field and bring your robots up to the front of the field, it sounds like, on the audience side for the picture.